front porch. Hey guys, welcome to the Stoney Ridge Farm tonight. It's Wednesday Night Live. We're going to give a few people a little bit of time to get in here and visit with us. We've got Mrs. Stoney Ridge as a guest on the show tonight. You're going to get to ask her some questions.
Oh goodness.
We'll let a few people get in. Guys, when you come in the door and watch the live stream, please hit the like button if you can. If you think about it, it would be super awesome. It's a big help to the channel, believe it or not. We're going to do a little interactive live stream tonight. We're going to do some question and answer with Mrs. Stoney Ridge. I'm going to ask her some questions too. This has not been scripted. In case you're wondering, we're sitting out on our front porch. It just started raining. We've been out working. What have we been doing today? You tell them. Speak up.
We've been mowing.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
We've been mowing some of the fields.
She's a soft-spoken lady too.
We've been working in the garden. You moved some fence stuff around. It's been a busy day.
What else did we do?
I don't know. What else did we do?
What did we pick up out of the field?
Rocks. We picked up rocks. Story of my life.
How many rocks have you picked up on the Stoney Ridge Farm?
Oh, too many to count.
Too many to count. Give me an estimate.
Thousands.
We got 140 people in here. I think we're going to go ahead and start. Burned garbage. Somebody said something about burnt garbage. Inquiring minds want to know. Mrs. Stoney Ridge's formal name you cannot know. Some people know already, but we just choose to say Mrs. Stoney Ridge out of respect for her privacy. So that's all you need to know. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's if
fun.
a simple person wanted to find out her name, they could easily find out her name. It doesn't really matter, but I want to respect her privacy. And if you like me and you like the channel, you'd want to respect her privacy too, because she's a nice lady. Right? Right. Does Mrs. Stoney Ridge ever tell you when it comes to the farm budget? Tell them.
We have discussion about purchases.
What kind of discussions? Come on.
We have many projects. We take on one project at a time.
No, we don't.
Okay, he takes on a lot of projects at a time. But yeah, we certainly discuss the budget and what's the right thing to do at the right time.
We talk a lot about every single... Here's the right answer. You ready for the right answer? Here's the real answer and the right answer. We talk about every financial decision that's made on the farm. Whether it's an investment on the farm, what the return on that investment might be, we discuss, am I right?
Yes.
Why we're going to make a decision, what we're making the decision for, what's the return on the investment, and why we're doing it. So, that's it. Mega budget for tools. Would you say that we spend a lot on tools?
We did when we first started, not as much now.
Yep.
More tractor stuff.
More tractor stuff now. We've got a lot. I mean, we need more tractor stuff pretty much. Trying to make this autofocus stop. So, I don't know about the huge tool budget. A lot of stuff, we work with a lot of different companies here on the farm vlog, man. So a lot of companies reach out to us and they have things that we need. Really like that last video with the EA plow. Yeah. So that was the everything attachments row bedder. Yeah, it was a 60-inch row bedder that we used, and that was Tuesday night. Tool Tuesday. What do you guys think? Do you know about Tool Tuesday?
Yes, you've mentioned it.
Yep.
I think it's an awesome idea.
North Country Off Grid says hello. Did you see him?
Hey, I did.
Pass by it there. Yep. Which North Country Off Grid do we have? The Mrs. North Country Off? Yep, we got Mrs. North Country and Mr. North Country. Nice. You guys are blowing up the data on the cell phones. Awesome stuff. So, 51 likes, 194 people in here. Farm All Fanatics in here if you guys, okay. If you guys aren't doing anything on a Friday night and you want to see something funny, watch Farm All Fanatics, Farm All Friday. I'm not sure what time it is, dude. You can shout yourself out, tell them what time it is, but it's pretty fun. So our driveway monitor just went off in the house. Did you hear it?
Yep.
Did somebody just go by that way, or is somebody coming in? So we have a driveway monitor, and that's what we're gonna give away tonight. So guys, stick around. We're gonna give away one driveway monitor tonight to you guys, and we're gonna give away one driveway monitor to someone who leaves a comment after the fact, and we'll give you the rules here at the end of the video. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. This is like a $200 deal. So it's sitting right here beside us, and I wanted to show you the sensors. So this is the sensor that mounts up on a pole or on a building or on a tree or wherever you want to mount it. It's a pretty inconspicuous little sensor, and this is the whole system in the box. I think it retails for like $189. These guys are friends of the channel. They're a sponsor of the channel. If you're interested in a good driveway monitor system, it is good. It's proven. We thought it'd get on our nerves, didn't you?
Wasn't so sure about it at first, but we love it now. We know what to do without it.
Yeah, we know when people are coming and going and what's going on. So when the FedEx man pulls down, you know, I mean, it'll go a quarter of a mile. So I can track when the FedEx guy pulls up. I can open the gate for him. It's a super duper handy thing to have on a large piece of property. If you've got a large piece or a small piece of property, that thing will reach a quarter mile through the woods, over the hills and hollers. Like we can't even see where the monitor is from here. So works great. That'll be the prize. So. DD bought Earthbox based. Okay, I bought an Earthbox based on their advice. Cool. When you getting cows? Ellis H. We're gonna get cows as soon as we get fence, bro. Fence comes for cow. Then we get cow. So
we're working on the fence.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera over here because this is a spoiler alert. Video's coming out soon. Spoiler alert. Let's turn the camera. Maybe we can. There we go. Spoiler alert. Look over here. If you follow us on our other, that's fencing. That's big pile of fence. Okay, that's 45,000 pounds of fencing. Okay, if anybody, if you guys don't follow us on Facebook and Instagram, if you do, you'd already know that we have fencing here. So, the fencing showed up yesterday, Monday. It took me almost 3 hours to unload it. Ask me how many bundles I dropped. That's gonna be the giveaway question later on, but you can't answer it right now because you just need to ponder how many bundles of fence that we
cleaned up.
that we cleaned up today. So ponder that, but don't answer yet because if your answer is correct now, it may not be the winner. I'm putting the beard back on, man. So shave this. Gonna put the beard back on. What do you prefer? Beard? She prefers nothing at all, and I think I look funny like a cartoon character. I have a very rubbery face. Cartoony kind of rubbery face. What do you prefer?
I like you with a clean cut beard. Baby soft is my favorite. The clean cut beard, I like.
No beard is good for you, but
one.
baby soft. What's baby soft?
Clean shaved.
What do you guys say?
They all like the beard.
Ellis H. Bought a tractor with a cab on. Thanks, bud. You can mail me the money. P.O. Box 797,342,000, Stoneville, North Carolina. Mail me the money. We'll go buy it right away. We are having a meet and greet, and we might as well talk about that. So we're doing a meet and greet on the 22nd of June at Rocky Mount Tractor. If you're a local person, if you live in North Carolina, if you live in Virginia, it's worth the drive. It's Rocky Mount Tractor. It's a Kubota dealership that we've been working with the new Kubota RTV that we have. And we've also stopped in and done a video with the other RTV, shoot, I can't even think of what the name of that one is because ours is so awesome. What was the name of that thing? Oh, you guys know what it was. So anyway, we've been working with this Kubota dealership. They're not a sponsor of the channel, but they're a good friend of the channel. They're really, really helping us out with good prices. Sidekick, there you go. So we did a review of the Sidekick. We're trying to determine what we wanted out of a utility vehicle. For the farm, we want a workhorse. We want something that hauls people, and that was in the budget. Was that in the budget?
It was in the budget.
That's in the
budget.
budget.
That was in the plans.
So we're going to sell our Gator off as soon as we get done with the fence project. We want to have a bunch of vehicles here. So we've got things staged up for the fence build. We have pallet forks from Titan Attachments. If you guys need pallet forks for your tractor, I think the coupon is Stoney Fork. I'll post it down in the video description after we get done, as well as a link to a guard line security. And I think a coupon code for those guys too. Any savings we can pass on to you, I think it's super awesome. I don't know if you guys, anytime a company works with me, I want to be able to pass on savings to you. Everything Attachments, their products are cut down to the bone and they are on fire. In other words, they are working so hard. There's no discount they can give because they do free shipping within 1,000 miles of Newton, North Carolina, which is huge, right to your door. So kind of cool. So, Mrs. Stoney Ridge.
Yes.
Questions.
Okay.
So, Mrs. Stoney Ridge works more in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is harder? Is it harder on you physically, mentally, everything? What's harder? Is going to work at the hospital harder? Or is working on the farm here harder? These are questions that I have not prompted her on.
I would say it depends on the days. I'd say in the hospital more mentally harder, but on the farm is certainly more physically harder. I'm more exhausted. I am more dirty. I appreciate the work I've done for sure. We can look back and appreciate it for a lifetime.
Yep.
So they both have their rewards. They're both challenging at times, but I'd say the farm's the most challenging.
When's your next meeting with Tom Pemberton? So when are we? Ellis H, you're just coming up with some just darn good questions, man. Cab tractors and Tom Pemberton. We're gonna fly to Europe next week, and we're gonna meet with Tom Pemberton for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna fly back. It'll be awesome.
Not quite the schedule.
Be the best video ever. It'll be just super cool. Sarcastic Josh is here. So, other questions for Mrs. Stoney Ridge that I have. Okay. So a lot of viewers tell me, you need to give Mrs. Stoney Ridge that tractor and let her just go with it. And like with that little chainsaw that you started on camera, you did a good job starting it. I mean, that was the first time you ever started it.
Yes, it was.
Normally, it's too hard.
I had good guidance.
Right, it was too hard for her to start normally. If a chainsaw is too hard for you to start normally, do you think you can safely operate it? Do you think you can safely operate that chainsaw? Do you have the strength in your arms and the skill that you can safely operate a chainsaw? Do you feel safe doing that?
Certainly not the big one you had. At this point, I think with the small one, I'd have to take it small and then work my way up to cut the big tree that you cut down or something bigger. But with your guidance and learning how to use it, at some point, yes.
At some point, yes. Right now. So what everybody was saying...
Right now, no.
What everybody was saying was that... Let's see, here we go. We're going to put Ellis in timeout. What everybody was saying was that you need to run the chainsaw. And you need to start the tractor, and you need to engage a PTO on the tractor, and you need to hook up the implements, and you need to do the same things that I'm doing out here. Please explain to people what we're doing out here, and explain your level prior to coming here on the farm.
I think on the
and don't be full of it now. Don't tell them what. Don't be full. Be with honest.
I didn't have the country experience until we moved out here, and I didn't know what we were getting ourselves into until we're here, and we're here now.
Right.
So certainly there are different tasks on the farm that I can do, and I can do better and excel at, and there's tasks that you can do and that you're better at, and the bigger equipment, the heavier things, you can go out and work it and do it more efficiently and safer than I can.
Look at her hand right here, and look at my hand.
But we both work hard each and every day.
We do, but I don't want these Philangelo. That's what we'll name our first kid, Philangelo. Hank Philangelo.
That's lovely.
Stoney Ridge. I don't want her to hurt herself. Look at my hands and look at her hands. I don't want her to hurt herself. She's a small lady. You're a small person. People, the camera, like Tom Cruise is a small person. You know what I mean? Like if I had Tom Cruise up here trying to hook up the 3-point on the bush hog, Tom Cruise would have a hard time. I think she could kick Tom Cruise's butt, to be honest with you. Yeah. So what we're trying to get at is Mrs. Stoney Ridge participates in videos with us, and then I catch a lot of flack, like, for why you're not doing it all. You know, like why I'm trying to You need to let her go. Just let her do it. I don't want the chipper to throw a piece of wood back or smack you in the face and have a big cut down your eye. I don't want your eyes to be put out. I don't want the palms of your hand. How many of you guys have torn the palm of your hand before? I don't want her to tear off the palm of her hand. I don't want that. I don't want her to be bruised. People say, well, don't let her wear gloves. There's so many people with all this guidance for us. But in reality, she is a smaller person than me. Today we're loading up wheelbarrows full of mulch in the garden, and she's using the pitchfork. So I let her, we rotated our jobs. So I spread mulch out on the garden. Mm-hmm. We rotated all but one job, rolling the wheelbarrow. Because the wheelbarrow's heavy, right?
Yes, it was.
You couldn't roll the wheelbarrow.
You certainly could do it quicker than I could.
Yeah, the wheelbarrow goes whoop.
Yeah.
So if I went in there to catch the wheelbarrow for you, it would fall over. Mm-hmm. Because she's small. She's not a look, dude. Stand up. She's small. She's a small person.
Yeah, but we both work very hard behind the scenes. It's just I have my tasks that are better for me, and you have your tasks that are better suited for you.
Yeah, like she's better at picking ticks off my back than I am.
No, fair enough. We
And
do check each other for ticks every night.
Yep, we like to check each other for ticks. Tell you what. So was Bruce Lee smaller than her? I don't know if Bruce Lee was smaller than her or not. How much weight? You're not supposed to say how much you weigh. I think she weighs about 110, 115 pounds, soaking wet. So I don't know how much Bruce Lee weighed, but my wife's not Bruce Lee. I mean, just clear the air here. We'll clear the air up. You know, this light makes my teeth look white.
There you go.
You see that?
It's all about the lighting.
It even makes me look younger and redder. Maybe because I have a red filter. Let me show you what's on the ground down here. This one just went out. These are little lights. This is a light stand. This is what I have to do sometimes when I do live streams, when it's like dark, when it's dark behind me. If the light was bright behind me, if you guys want to know this, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I show you how to run tractors and stuff, but if the light is bright behind me and it's dark toward you, then it would cast a shadow on me and it would look dark, completely dark. So that's why we have a light tonight. So, and yes, Mrs. Stoney Ridge is prettier than me, and I wouldn't marry a dude that looked like me. No, not my kind of guy. No way, not my thing. What are we having for dinner tonight?
We're having spaghetti.
And
It smells delicious.
Do you know where we got the beef?
No.
So we got the beef at the organic feed place. Reedy Fort Farm.
That's right.
So
that's right.
we got the beef at Reedy Fort Farm, so we're having a grass-fed beef spaghetti dinner tonight. Awesome stuff.
It'll be delicious.
Chicken videos. We got a couple more chicken videos. If you look back here, there's a chicken cage minus chickens. So we have a ton of stuff filmed, guys, but there's only so many hours in a day and only so many days in a week when I can pound this stuff out and get it out to you. So expect updates, real-time updates, normally on Facebook and on Instagram. If you really want to know what's the intertangled stuff that's going on the farm, Instagram and Facebook. If you're not following us on Instagram and Facebook, you're cutting yourself out of stuff. We are going to start channel memberships here on YouTube, and I think it's like it's a $4.99 a month deal, and it takes a lot more of my time, and I'll share a lot more insight. You'll get some little extra videos and stuff. It's not active yet. I've got to figure out what the best way to do this to make it something that's worthwhile. It's like subscribing to something on Amazon Prime or something like that. So that's what I'm looking for. I wonder, is North Country Off Grid still in here? Chad, you still in here? Good old chicken KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, licking finger, licking good. Michael, woo! Thank you. There's a couple guys that left super chats. Thank you all so much. Josh, what do you use to keep insects off your fruit trees? Right now, nothing. And we are getting overrun with Japanese beetles right now. I don't expect any fruit off my trees this year, but we did get some plums, and I love plums. That's like my favorite fruit to pick. Mike Gilbert, woo! Hey. Thank you, Mike. Mike's who we bought the $100 truck from. We are okay. Let's talk budget. Well, first let's finish talking about trees. So, the trees. We haven't used anything yet on them to spray. If you guys know anything good, an organic solution, I've got to do some research. You start charging, you will lose subscribers, says R. Hank D. Well, I'm not going to charge for subscribers, bro. It's going to be a membership thing for the fans of the channel that want to do this. Now, you don't have to do anything, so you can still enjoy Stoney Ridge Farm, and you can, like I said, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, you can watch us and see what we're doing all the time. I mean, I update that a lot more frequently in real time. The videos are normally about a week behind. So what's going on now is what's coming out next week normally. So that's what's up. So you don't have to do anything. There's no forcible anything, and it's not even active yet. So I'm on the fence about doing it. I've got a couple friends that do it. Think Dutch, keeping it Dutch. A couple, channels that are decent size. North Country Off Grid. I'm gonna tap you. No, I was gonna try to make you a moderator, but I don't know how to do it.
You said you may get songs if you join the membership.
Do you get songs? I guess you could get songs.
I'm a fan of that idea.
Yeah.
I love when he plays the guitar.
I don't know. She didn't like those late nights when I was playing in the bars, though.
I liked when I was there and you were playing.
Yeah, when I wasn't there, she didn't like that. Yeah. Was it one night? Did some girl jump on stage while you were there one night and try to kiss me?
Tried to kiss you. Wasn't a fan of her.
Very drunk. She was had to be very, very, very drunk. Like, she left out the door like 8 minutes later throwing up. The poor girl was confused. Good stuff. It's 105 Fahrenheit here. Mark Robothan.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mike, thank you for the super chat. Holy crap. 20, is that euros?
I think it's yours.
Euros? What was that? Rubles? I think it was euros.
Sounds like a nice lady. She was a fan of the music too, apparently.
She was a fan of the music. So that was in a
Pounds.
Pounds. There we go. British pounds. Pounds, pence. I don't know a lot about the money thing. Budget. Let's talk budget again. So Mrs. Stoney Ridge has said to me, we sure do have a lot of cars.
We do have a lot of cars.
We do have a lot of cars. And some of these cars are, when I felt like I wanted to, when I felt like I was successful, these are things that I dreamed of having. The white Dodge diesel truck, the Unicorn Dodge. I dreamed of having that truck ever since I was probably 19 years old. We have that truck. The Buick Grand National, since I was 16, always wanted one. We had a 57 Chevy Bel Air for a little while. It was rusty. I think we'll revisit the 57 Bel Air again. DR Falcon 4102, man, woo! I want to take you out to dinner. I told her I was going to take her out to dinner.
I was cooking.
So anyway, back to the cars. We've got too many cars, according to Mrs. Stoney Ridge, and according to our insurance bill, which is extremely high. And I'm thinking about just taking tags off of them and getting a transport tag or something like that I can just swap back and forth. Here's the racket. An insurance company charges you per car instead of per person. So you should be able to insure the person, not the vehicle, is what I think. If you buy like a full coverage insurance for the person and they have 18 cars, they can't drive them at the same time. So, man, I don't know. Don't they have farm tags in North Carolina? Yes, DR Falcon. They do have farm tags in North Carolina, but they only cost like a third less than regular tags, and you can't put farm tags on a Buick Grand National. Don't work. No matter how many hay bales you put in the back of it.
No matter how fast you go.
No matter how fast you run. They'll catch you. They'll catch up to that farm tag on a Buick Grand National or Oldsmobile Cutlass. Now, Mike could get away with it on the 454 truck. That being said, we're going to put some vehicles up for sale. If you guys are interested in any of the vehicles, you can go to StoneyRidgeFarmer.com and shoot me an email. We're going to let some vehicles go, maybe the one on that shirt. So we may be letting the $100 truck go just because we would like to put that money toward the fencing. We got a lot of fencing, a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
So
big project.
Lila Newton, you do make a lot of sense. Mike Gilbert, friend of mine in high school, had a mint 1956 Bel Air. Man, I wish I had that. That'd be nice. Each vehicle has a different value.
That's true.
Way to go, JT. That's right. AMG 6.3 is worth more than an 85 Buick. Not if it's a Buick Grand National GNX. It's not. Or even a Grand National. And I wouldn't have the Mercedes at all. We had a Mercedes Sprinter van. I won't have another Mercedes unless it's like some vintage Mercedes that, you know, if we hit the lottery, maybe a gull wing Mercedes or something like that.
If we hit the lottery, sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't have another Mercedes. No way. Absolutely not. So, guys, tell me, let's do a question and answer. What was your first car? I'll tell you what my first car was. Well, first, you tell what your first car was. What was your first car?
It was a rodeo. A blue old rodeo.
A Suzu Rodeo?
Yes.
Okay. What color was it?
It was terrible. It was blue.
Blue?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, my first car was a 1969 Ford step-side pickup with the 3 on the tree, an inline 6 with a wooden bed. 1969. It was blue, that old Ford blue, that chalky blue, like if you rubbed on it, the blue would come off on your hands. Nice stuff. 1990 Corvette. David Emmons, purple. 86 Cutlass Supreme, tan. Nice. 57 Chevy. 76 Camaro.
We had some good first cars.
Get rid of Mateo and what? Josh, get rid of Mateo and Abby's art channel. Okay, I haven't seen them. Sorry. Are they being inappropriate? Don't be inappropriate. 72 Thunderbird. That was a dog right there. It was a big old dog. Monster. DeLorean. Burned up in the drive-thru. 69 Goat. Somebody had a 69 GTO. 67 Impala. Thanks to my grandpa, says Little Big Earl. Here's a gigantically long comment. It's really hard to read this. Michael, I see you typed it out, and I'm going to take the time to answer your question because you typed out something so long. If you were handy, Josh, my buddy at Kubota would take a car and trucks in trade for tractor, which would be some awesome. Yeah, that would be awesome, dude. Trade, that's why we didn't trade the Gator. We didn't trade the Gator because we're going to lose our butts. Like, big time lose our butts. Granada. Yeah, Granada. So Granada was the first car that I had tagged. I had a 75 Ford Granada, white, with Krager SS wheels. 2-door. Thing was sweet. Had a 3-speed in the floor. It would burn it up. It would get like, I don't know if we calculated miles to the gallon back then because gas was... I'm older than her, but gas was like 99 cents a gallon.
I still remember when it went over $1.
Huh. Can I slide about 4 feet over? Mike asked me to slide over 4 feet to the right. And just leave her in. What did you ask just now?
I didn't. I said I remember when the gas went over $1.
Oh yeah, I remember when gas.
That was a big deal.
When gas went over $1, I was like, oh man, how am I going to afford to drive? Oh, holy cow. Good stuff. Well, so what did we say? What was gonna be the question?
It was...
How many bundles did I drop? Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
How many bundles did we clean out?
For the win. How many bundles of fencing wire did I drop? For the win. This is like $150. David O'Keefe says 16. 9. Now, the winner I announce is the winner. That's it, period. Point blank, done.
I'm paying attention.
Damon Bunch is the winner. How many?
Right? I only dropped 3.
1, 2, 3. 3. Damon Bunch. Damon Bunch is the winner. Damon Bunch. Email me. Go to StoneyRidgeFarmer.com and email me. I dropped. Well, there was no we involved in this. I dropped 3 bundles. And 1 fell off, but I dropped 3. That's what I'm claiming. So that's what we picked up today was 3. So congrats on the win. If you guessed it right and it showed up first on your live stream, I'm sorry. but you didn't win. The winner that I announced won. And he is, who was it again? Damon Bunch. Damon Bunch. Damon Bunch, man, you won, buddy. Woo, look at that, man. Look right that scissor, man. Like, woo.
It really is nice.
It really is nice. It's very, very handy. We can tell when it's time to put clothes on if the neighbor's coming down for a visit now.
That's true.
It's good stuff. So, question time for Mrs. Stoney Ridge. Hi, Josh.
Australia.
Mrs. Stoney from Australia.
Hello.
What's in SW, Australia? North, southwest. That was a hummingbird. You guys see the hummingbird go by? We got our hummingbird feeder right there. Guest appearance. I don't see any scrolling comments right now. It did disappear. Where are the comments? There they go.
There you go.
New South Wales. Okay. There we go. We're getting smarter by the minute. We learn every day, do we not?
We definitely learn something every day.
Absolutely. How'd you get such a homely fellow with such a pretty gal? Joke. Ha ha. Congrats. What do you call a camel a two-hump? A two-hump camel. What does there we go. What does Mr. Stoney Ridge do that drives you nuts? And don't filter yourself. Let it out, man. This is real world. This is Johnny Carson, man. Let it out.
What do you do that drives you
Do you know who
nuts?
Johnny Carson is? Huh? Okay, should I know who Johnny Carson is? Go ahead.
Should I know who Johnny Carson is?
No.
Share it with us.
Go ahead.
Nothing really drives me nuts.
Bull crap. Bull crap.
Just little petty stuff. I don't know.
What's the biggest thing that drives you nuts about me?
Sometimes if we discuss something, you discuss it a couple more times.
I harp on things?
You harp on things at times when I've understood what you said. I guess that would probably be the biggest thing.
John is still guessing. John said 8. Donnie, the day has been great so far. It started raining. Mrs. Stoney Ridge got a shower. I went and dropped some fence materials off in various parts of the farm. Let's take another question for Mrs. Stoney Ridge. If we missed your question, I'm sorry. Do me a favor, make it a short question and make it all caps. That would be awesome if you can make it something short, because this stuff goes by so fast. So, says woo too much. Did I say woo too much?
No.
I only say
so.
woo normally.
Just
like
with the videos.
Like 2 times a video I might say woo. I mean, Ric Flair did it all the time. There went another hummingbird.
I think it adds to it. Uh-oh. He leaves his underwear on the floor. That's true. He does do that, but we've kind of gotten over things.
There's pants in the floor.
There are pants and shirts.
We call that wardrobe.
On the floor. If it's on the floor, we've made the rule that I don't touch it. When it hits the washer, then we wash and clean it.
That's
but
wardrobe.
He has his spots that I don't touch.
How much older is the old man? How much older?
He's 10 years older.
11.
11? No, 10. He's 10. You're 10.
9 right now.
Okay, 9.5.
9.
Okay, 9. We'll give him 9.
So she's 32 and I'm 41 right now. Any babies, says Lila Newton. Any babies? Do you have any babies?
No babies yet.
Okay.
Maybe in the near future, but not
in the future.
yet.
We got to get a few things done first. Hopefully we won't be that family that waits too late. And then we'll adopt. And what will we adopt? Some hard-working little babies, boy, like some 17-year-old babies. And we'll keep them at home. Just like parents do nowadays. We'll just keep our kids at home until they're 35. That way they can learn responsibility.
Not everybody. Not everybody.
When are you going to sell off the other piece of land? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see.
Working on it.
You can email me and ask specific questions like that if you'd like to. That's your trademark. Exactly. King Woodster said that's my trademark. The woo! That's my trademark. In fact, I'll woo for every super chat that flies by. Woo! Woo! 68 woos tonight. Boom. Woo. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys are old enough to watch Hee Haw, but I'm sure if you are old enough, or even if you're not old enough, you probably remember this. Howdy! If you don't know who said howdy, then you don't know Hee Haw. You don't know country culture. Everybody knows who says howdy. Outdoors with the Morgans, Mike Morgan, $20 super chat. Man, thanks so much,
Thank
brother.
you.
I wish you could be down here for the fence build. We asked Mike if he would come. Mini Pearl, exactly. Everybody. So when you hear woo, you hear Ric Flair and you hear me, I guess. I didn't. It just came out one day. So, man. So we asked Mike Morgan. Mike is a busy dude. We asked Mike Morgan to come down. We asked several YouTubers to come down and join us for our fence build. We have a local guy that's coming, GCI Turf Services. He is probably a 30-minute drive from us. He's going to come up and help us out a couple days on the fence, or at least one day on the fence, so we can introduce you to a new YouTuber. That'll be pretty fun. So, how long have we been married? Somebody just asked that.
5 years.
5
longer
years.
than 5 years.
5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I clap my hands too much.
Do you clap your hands too much?
Here's what I'm bad about doing. Explaining something, being like, and this will be in
So you're a hand talker.
yeah. Maybe I'll just fight it. What goals does Mrs. Stoney Ridge have for the farm? When did you get to know? Okay. What goals does Mrs. Stoney Ridge have for the farm?
Oh goodness, we have so many goals.
What goals do you have?
What goals do I have? Fencing is the next biggest goal, and then would love to have. I didn't hear that. Oh yes, absolutely, to have it paid for. That's certainly a great goal.
Yeah.
And we would love a beautiful house and a nice shop at some point, but it's one step at a time, one goal at a time.
Yep. We live in a 1,200 square foot mobile home that we paid $3,500 for. A lot of people wonder where magical money rains down from the sky onto the farm. Well, it's not magical money that rains down from the sky. Both of us are college educated professionals that work really hard, and we saved our money. We made the right decisions. Mrs. Stoney Ridge even made way better decisions than I did financially. She saved every penny she made since she was like this tall, which was like, what?
That is true.
You,
That's all.
like 2 weeks ago. But she really saved up all her money and worked all the way through college, and I worked all the way through college, but I played all the way through college too. So we both saved and we made good decisions, and we live in a $3,500 house on a 60-acre piece of land right here, and the whole farm is about 200 acres. So it's not magical money that's falling from the sky. It's just good decisions and making our finances the way they should be. I mean, we work hard, we pay our taxes, we don't have kids before we can afford to have kids. We build a house when we're ready to build a house, and hopefully these two hands and these two hands will be working together to build the house. So there's a whole lot of stuff that we do. We try to make the right decisions. Now, we got too many cars. I'll agree.
Each
and I'm
had
tired
its
of
purpose at the time.
Yeah, each one has its purpose, and they still have their purpose for YouTube. They have a purpose for you guys. So we do want to rent out the airport for a day.
That would be awesome.
And go up there and rip it up with the cars. Just go up there and rip it up. I got a buddy, it's got a Shelby GT 500. Another buddy, it's got a Focus RS, and I'd love to go up there and rip it up. That would be super duper cool. Do some drifting and stuff like that, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows where the channel goes? Who knows where we go? I think I'm the only YouTube channel that's a farm channel, but kind of a variety channel. So, play the guitar. Tom Davis says play the guitar. We might play guitar right here before we get done. Anybody? We gotta have some more questions. Somebody asked me, when did I know you were the one?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I told her when she was the one. I told her I was gonna marry her.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, why don't you tell them?
When I was back in the days, I would eat anything, and so I was eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with 2 ends of the bread, and he came in, he said, any girl cheap enough to eat 2 heels of the bread is a girl for me. I'm going to marry you someday. And I just kind of laughed it off, but, well, here we are.
That's it. She was in the break room eating a heel with 2 I guess she prefers the heel. Bobby Maddox from Virginia. Buddy, you come and see us on the 22nd at Rocky Mount Tractor, the Kubota dealership. There'll be more details on Facebook and Instagram. We'll also announce more details here on the channel. But that date is fastly approaching. Very fastly approaching. We're also going to give away door prizes there at the meet and greet. We're also going to give away. We're going to give away 2 more of these, and I'm reaching out to all the companies that I work with and seeing what all kind of goodies I can give away, so we can give away a bunch of free stuff.
Sounds good. It'll be fun.
What's that? That's goats, pigs, and chicken song, but we don't have goats, pigs. We got chickens still. Why don't you sing some?
No, you all do not want me to
Russ
sing.
said we make a beautiful couple.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Russ. Greetings from Maine. Greetings. Brian says honey. Right on, dude. Right on, man. I want to live day right now. Hell no. Yeah, we're losing it. Greetings from Ohio, Nathan Barker. Welcome to the channel tonight,
The
sir.
friendliest state around.
The friendly state, OH. You didn't say it.
I-O.
Oh, okay, good.
My father would be disappointed.
I know. Well, yeah, come on, man. Well, Steve is in Ohio. There's a lot of Ohio's. Kick out KKT. I don't know who that is, but I'm,
He said a few unfriendly comments.
yeah, you're seeing these and I'm not seeing them? I'm not seeing them.
Oh, they were a while ago.
Are they?
There's
Oh.
one.
Oh, there we go. Well, let's fix that. Well, let me fix it. It's too far back.
Oh, that's okay. Carry on.
Okay, well, if you see that comment go by, why don't you just give me the signal, like, there he is. There's the nasty mouth, foul mouth piece of crap that's on the screwing up everything for everybody. A really awesome person. Sing the Dukes of Hazzard song. It's a good old boy. Never meaning no harm. He's old and seven, so many trouble with the laws the day he was born. Oh man, there it goes. There's my copyright strike. That was a spoof, by the way. That wasn't a copy of the song. Good stuff. Well, guys, it's 42 minutes into this. I got 206 likes. If you can, pound that like button for us. Did a little giveaway tonight. Get in touch with that fella. $2 super chat from Mess of Things. Already reported and missed my previous comment. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I saw Donald Trump in here. Did I see Donald Trump? Donald J. Trump. Want to come to the White House soon? Yeah, buddy. We'd love to come to the White House, Mr. Trump. Is this the real Donald Trump?
Doubtful.
Take Donald Trump out,
No.
says Robert Jesse Moore. If that's the real Donald Trump, I just read your book. I didn't read your book. It was an on audio book. I think it's important that we all learn a little bit while riding a tractor. So I bought the Art of the Deal from Donald Trump, and it was an interesting. It gives you a little more insight into who our president really is. So I will say it was an interesting listen or read. It was very interesting, and that's it. Make America Great Again, says James Butler. I don't think America ever was bad. So that Make America Great Again, I think America is great. And I think it's going to take more than a president that has a catchphrase to do that. I think it's going to take a lot of hardworking Americans to decide that they want to make our country something wonderful and a wonderful place to live. So that's just the way it is. A catchphrase isn't going to do it. I think hardworking people and good, honest people is what's going to make this country thrive. That's what I think. We work hard.
Yeah.
So we want to make this farm great again. America. Oh, goodness. Well, as for my political views and her political views, we believe in hard work. We believe in building our farm. We believe in hard work and building our farm. Yep. So there's a lot of times we'll be out working and I'll say, this is not a democracy. I need you to do what I need you to do. This is only a Joshocracy right now. I need you to take and hold this so that I can hit that with a hammer. Like, hold it right here so I don't hurt you. Thank you, Stephen Stowe. I appreciate it, buddy. We'll let you know if the channel membership's little button, little icon's lit up. You'll know it, buddy. We just got to figure out what we're going to do special for that. Whether I have time right now to do it, that's really the main thing. I'm absolutely buried up. As soon as my feet hit the floor, what do?
You're running all day long.
Yep, I'm running in. At first, I'm trying to go in, I have a cup of coffee, and answer a bunch of comments. As many comments as I can get through. So, I think it's really important to connect with you guys, and that's why we do the live streams. The live streams aren't... I enjoy the live streams. I just really enjoy the live streams, and that's why we do it, so that we can connect with you guys and show you that we're real people that really work hard and that do this. This is a real place. So, DR Falcon says he worked hard all my life. I'm going to tell you what, there are two things that you can think about here. I'll leave you guys with this. It's very important to use these to work, but it's more important to use this. So any of you guys who are aspiring young people, who are aspiring farmers that want to get out and want to buy yourself a piece of land, the biggest piece of advice I can give you is make an investment in yourself and in your brain. Learn as much as you possibly can. We screw up. I screw up. I tell you when I screw up. It's just part of it. I'm not afraid to admit failure. And sometimes farming is failing. That's just it. So make an investment in yourself. Get that education if you need it, if that's the investment that you need to make in yourself to try and be successful. You need success to make success, to make success, to make success, to make success, to try to build a wonderful life. So, somebody just asked favorite food. We're going to leave with favorite food. What's your favorite food?
Steak.
Steak?
Mm-hmm.
Steak.
And ice cream.
And ice cream. Steak and ice cream. I don't know what's my favorite food. My favorite food varies. It depends on the time of the day. Doesn't it? You like granola more than anything, I think.
I could eat breakfast any meal of the day.
Yeah. Here's my favorite food. What's my favorite food? What do you think?
You eat all kinds of stuff.
I see our air compressor getting rained on over there.
Yeah, sure do.
That ain't cool. I like a good steak, but I don't like the feeling that a steak gives you. Sometimes you eat a big old steak, you're like, no, it's bedtime, bro.
That's because the steak here this big.
Yeah, exactly. Tacos. I love some tacos, man. Fish tacos. That's it. That's what it's gonna be. And I always thought fish tacos. Oh, fish on a taco. Yuck. Man, that's good, dude. Holy cow. Good stuff.
Who's the best cook?
Who's the best cook? In the house?
Yes.
Who?
You are.
I enjoy cooking. Arville, no. $20. What? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're going to have to take you out to dinner.
Biscuits and gravy, yes.
Biscuits and gravy's pretty good, too.
I never had biscuits and gravy until I started dating him.
You never had gravy.
So good.
So, okay, let's tell them the Thanksgiving story.
Oh, goodness,
This is going to run over an hour now. Oh, look at that hair. That hair, dude, when we first met, my hair was all the way down to here.
Curly.
And now, there's no hair back here. So, you can find me in the dark, though. If you shine a flashlight down through the yard, boom, back of that head's glowing, dude. I lost myself.
You wanted to tell the Thanksgiving
story. The Thanksgiving story. My wife's family is very wonderful, and they're all very nice people. They are super duper awesome. They are giving people, loving people, caring people, but they don't know about gravy, man. So we showed up to Thanksgiving dinner at her family lives in Ohio, and that's why we do a lot of stuff in Ohio. That's where the Ventrac came from. And we work with we stop at a lot of places in Ohio, like the cheese place. There's a cheese place we're going to go to and show you guys how cheese is made. Amish country, we do a lot of Amish stuff. We do a lot of Ohio stuff. I love it up there. It's super awesome. We're going to go in and buy some cool old tools and show them Old Tool Tuesday, too. That'd be cool. So, back to the first time we had Thanksgiving dinner in Ohio. I'll tell you about our mom's Thanksgiving too. But
Okay,
the first time we had Thanksgiving in Ohio, I was looking around on the table, man. There was all this food and biscuits but the rolls were different than what I was used to. Like Mama makes biscuits. You know what I'm saying? Mama makes some biscuits. Where is KK? Okay, so here we're gonna get rid of. We're gonna clean the pipes here a little bit. I'm cleaning the pipes, guys. I don't know. We're gonna find KKT and get him out of here. Come on, KKT, leave me another comment. Has he? Is this thing shocking me? Oh, it loves KKT. It won't let me get rid of him. It won't let me do it. Pay attention when they come back by.
Okay.
Okay, Ohio. There's no gravy on the table. So I'm like, dude, there's no gravy on the table. What's going on here, man? Our family didn't eat gravy. Like, gravy was bad for you, so they didn't eat gravy. Mm-hmm. And, what, 2 years? This last year we went up there, and we had gravy on the table.
They had gravy.
Nice.
For you.
There we go. KKT is now permanently blocked from the Stoney Ridge Farm channel. Boom. Got him like an ant. Smack. Fly. Done. Flat. I like just plain mashed tater, says Red. Fizzy ribbed.
Yes, just plain.
Plain?
Yeah, they asked to like just plain mashed potatoes.
Yeah, so just plain mashed potatoes, man. Yeah. And the rolls were like.
I didn't know about the good country
I love those.
Until I started dating you.
I love biscuits, and I like those Hawaiian rolls that your family bought. But they were cold, man. That stuff's got to be hot. I gotta have me some crispy hot bread, man. That stuff's got to be good. The butter's got to melt, and I gotta put like a cake of butter in there. That stuff's good for you. Make us strong like a bull. Get these arteries right here clogged up for you. And you went there willingly. So I didn't know, man. I didn't know about the no gravy clause. I had no idea that we have gravy now. So, and it's kind of a running joke now. So first Thanksgiving at your parents' house, your mom's house, Mom was getting ready to make Thanksgiving dinner, and we showed up, and I was like, dude, no food's cooked. What's going on here, man? I'm used to like Thanksgiving dinner takes like all day long. You know, no food's in here. Are they,
no, you're good.
Are they back?
No, keep going.
Huh?
Keep going, you're good.
You're poking me here. What'd you poking me for?
Keep telling your story.
Anyway, she grabbed 2 bags, and now this is commonplace, but before I had never seen it before. Maybe I'm just learning here. So now they make steamer bags with frozen vegetables in them that you can just put in the microwave, right? But I had no idea, dude, because from the country, man, we like had a jar of beans, you know, and opened it and made our beans. So I had no idea. And I looked, and her mom just threw those 2 bags in the microwave. I was like, I ain't eating that, man. It's in the microwave.
Well, now we have a garden full of fresh vegetables.
Now we do have a garden full of fresh veggies.
For the family and us.
Absolutely. Our beans took a bit of a hit this year. I don't know what's going on with the beans. You guys haven't even been in the garden and seen it planted yet. But we've got a couple more gardening videos coming up this weekend. Let's leave you with a little teaser for the weekend. There's some garden videos coming out this weekend. Hopefully we can get for Friday, hopefully we can find some sort of, I need to stop smacking my hands. I remember Lila said I smack my hands too much. So we've got to do a garden video, a couple garden videos this week. Some vehicle stuff. How many of you guys would like to see? So we bought Mrs. Stoney Ridge a newer car, a 2018 4Runner, and I want to do a review on that 4Runner. Are you guys interested in what the 4Runner, my thoughts versus her thoughts on it? She's going to tell me what her thoughts are and what the upside, the downside. We had issues with the 4Runner right out of the gate, like immediately out of the gate. The steering on the 4Runner, the suspension was a little soft. It was funny. So, and it's still a little funny. Like you hit a bump and it's so
It's made
Please
for rock
answer.
pollen.
Do you got honey for sale? Brian, no. Sorry.
Not
We
yet.
don't have any honey yet. We haven't harvested honey yet. We harvest honey normally around this time of year. But we had so many swarms, so you got to think about it. We only had 3 hives that were left over from last year. So odds are we'll only get honey from those 3 hives. And a lot of that honey is spoken for by family here. So we will not be selling the honey like we did last year. It would be awesome. If we do have any honey, we may do like samples on the 22nd if we can harvest our honey by then. But we got a fence going up. There's ins and outs, a lot of stuff going on. My thought is that we'll have some honey that you can taste at the meet and greet on the 22nd, but we won't have any honey for sale this year. We don't have it. We have a deal worked out with Farm Credit where we're sending some mini bears, little bitty mini bears, up to Washington, D.C. to the Library of Congress. So for our government officials to take a look at and taste and take home with them and put on their pancakes or whatever. So it'd be like 1 serving size for pancakes or something to make some honey butter with or whatever. So JJ says, make some mead. We'd make some mead, but our honey is too good to make mead out of. Really
delicious.
is. Mead, I've had mead before. We've bought mead, and we've had mead from our friends. And if you guys haven't checked these guys out, when you get done here, go check them out. Colorado Mountain Living. So Amy made some mead, and it was absolutely delicious. And they got into honeybees. They were into the top bar honeybees for a little while, but they keep their bees in Colorado, and they're getting that Colorado mountain flower, wildflower honey, and that stuff's bound to be delicious. But I know they struggled with some high winds up there, bears, all kinds of stuff. But I think they're still living off grid, or maybe they're back on grid. Tina says, "What is mead?" Mead is it's wine made from honey. Ronnie's in here. Ronnie Henderson, sawmill, question mark. Pile of logs over here waiting on the sawmill guy. The guy's 86 years old. He don't want to work in the mud, hence it's raining. He don't want to work in the hot. When it's over 90 degrees, he won't work. So if the forecast says it might get to 90 degrees, he just calls it off. So I've got to arrange help to help me stack this lumber, and he just hasn't come through yet. So I think it's going to be put off till after the fence build. I got to go over there and shift those logs a little bit, get some logs up off the ground that are sitting on the ground so we don't lose any lumber. So, what's that, poor dirt farmer? Brian, g'day. G'day, mate. James White says, Jeep. So Jeep's in the shed. But man, it's only me, and there's only so many hours in the day, brother. When we're running full circle here on the farm, the Jeep's on the back burner right now. So all the parts, everything's sitting in there. I'm actually putting together a parts list to order. There's a few bolts that held the body in place that I've got to drill out and tap. So there's a few little things like that. So Joshua Sutter, have you considered growing marijuana? We have not, and we will not grow marijuana on this farm. Period. Point blank. We have not, and we will not. It's just something that I'm not interested in. So, are you going to do anything with diggers on your channel soon? I don't know what a digger is. Industrial hemp. We're not going to grow hemp. We're not going to grow marijuana. I think this whole hemp craze, and you guys can quote me on this, give it about 3 years, and this whole hemp craze will be a thing of the past. The market will be absolutely flooded, and then we'll be left sitting here with a big old farm full of hemp that we can't feed our cows. What are Mrs. Stoney Ridge's biggest projects for the summer? What are your big projects for the summer?
I guess our biggest projects are the garden.
Your
helping
big project.
you in the garden.
What's your big project?
Working in the garden, helping you in the farm.
So I've offered Mrs. Stoney Ridge this. I said, look, I'll cut off half the garden for you and half the garden for me, and you do your side and I'll do my side, and you do creatively what you want to do with your side, and I'll do creatively what I do with my side, and we'll compare notes and learn from each other. She hasn't done it yet. So she's busy. She's busy, 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 busy. She works and she goes to the gym. She works out. So she's a busy lady. I don't work out anymore. I don't have time. What you kicking me for?
I'm not kicking you.
You're trying to end
Your
this
feet are
video?
on my
She wants to
side.
end this video.
No.
I don't want to end this video. We got 317 people. How can we leave them behind? What are they going to do? I have chronic pain and use medical marijuana. It's much better than fentanyl. Crazy Craig says this. Well, and Crazy Craig has a Pugsley dog.
No,
Face
he
is
wants
his
a
picture.
little Pugsy.
I want a little dog, a little lap dog, a little, what's
A
what kind of
squishy
dog?
face pug.
Yeah, pug. I want a pug. So, dude, I hear a lot of good things about medical marijuana, and I'm totally not against medical marijuana. And if it's going to help you get off of opiates, man, go for it, brother. That's awesome. That's great. I just, we're just not going to grow it on the farm. I want a beef farm. I don't want a row crop farm. Eventually, we may grow vegetables to sell, but I want a beef operation. I want a chicken, pastured poultry, pastured eggs, and grass-fed beef operation. That's it. No more issues with the neighbor, Adam Cook. I just ignore that dude. It's the best thing to do. I have a puggle. Gets himself into more trouble. Yeah, that's what I want, man. I want a little one to ride on the Kubota with me and have some
We got
fun.
2 German Shepherds.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. Can I get a yee, old son? Says Sam. Why don't you do something? Give him a yee.
Yee!
She gets smiley when she gets nervous. Like Wendy's used to say, "Where's the beef?" I think that was that Wendy's or Arby's? I don't know.
We have the beef as Arby's.
No, I think it was Where's the Beef was
Oh.
Arby's. Was it Wendy's or Arby's, guys? There's 300 people in here. Let's all vote. What up, David? Rob Dunn.
Wendy's.
It was Wendy's, was it?
Yep.
Arby's is we have the meat.
Yep.
We have the meat. I'm sure vegans love Arby's. There's a big vegan protest at Arby's right now. This place is food for people that want to eat meat. I'm like, I'm mad at you. You're vegan. Your food, my food eats your food. You're eating all my food's food. I'm losing it.
You're hungry.
Del Monte soup was where's the beef for sandwiches. Hello from the Texas Gulf Coast. Woo, dog! You got some good crawfish down there, boy. Tell you what. You gonna do pigs, and if so, what kind? We are gonna do pigs, and I believe we'll be doing a Yorkshire breed of pig, but I don't know just yet. Locally here, we've got a source for pork for pigs, for baby pigs, and we'll probably buy 4 pigs. We haven't talked about this, but let's talk about this now. So we'll probably buy 4 pigs, and we'll build a hog lot up behind the house here, far enough away that we hopefully won't have to smell. We have to gauge ourselves on the wind, so the wind from this direction, it never ever blows this way. So if we put pigs up there, it's sure to start blowing this way.
Never fails.
Yep. We want to rotationally move our pigs. So we want to have pigs not on pasture, but well, some on pasture. So we want to have pigs in different paddocks throughout the forest and pasture, and we want to provide them shelter, and we want to have good, wholesome pork is what we want. Some real good pork, and we'll probably finish them with corn that we grow here on the farm, a non-GMO organic corn. We'll put the pigs in a tight spot, and we'll in a smaller pen, and we'll feed them corn for a couple weeks. We'll corn feed the pigs, and that will give us the marbling and the fat that we want for making our country hams and our pork chops and all the stuff for old-timey Appalachian hog kill, which we'll probably do a class on the farm. At that point, hopefully, we'll be set up where we can do a class on the farm.
That'd be awesome.
Al Luna has a mobile pig shelter. Yep. Yeah, I know Al. He's a good friend. Nice guy. I talk to him on the phone a couple times a month. Very, very nice guy. Sometimes I can't understand what he says, but they have a very thick northern accent. I don't really have a very thick southern accent unless I'm kind of upset. And then it'll come out. The real country comes out, I guess. If you guys watched that video, there went the light. If you guys watched that video at Eustace Conway's place, you'll see the real accent kind of came out. Got a little teared up there. But anyway, lights out. That was our sign. We killed an entire battery on our light. So, guys, thanks a lot for joining us here. We're an hour and 4 minutes into this video. I thank you so much. We're actually going to give away another one of these. If you post down in the comments section what the age difference is between me and Mrs. Stoney Ridge after the video, go back and you post that. We'll pick random winners from that. Whomever gets it right, we'll pick random winners. You can't guess it right now. It doesn't count. You got to go back in and put it in the comments in the bottom of the video after this. That way people that aren't watching it live can have a chance to win themselves a nice driveway monitor. And if they stuck around for an hour, they deserve something. So, thanks a lot, guys. I guess we'll see you next week on the Wednesday Night Live. I'm going to try my best to get a video out tomorrow. I doubt it, but Friday, Saturday, and most likely Sunday, we'll be pounding out some good videos. And the fencing's here. The fencing's here on the farm. The guys are coming.
Busy.
Yep, Monday or Tuesday. So I got to really dedicate myself to get all my videos lined up while we're working on the fence so that you guys have some good content to watch while I'm working on the fence. And then once they leave, we'll start editing and getting out all this stuff. This is it's going to be a really fun fence build. It's going to be very educational, very fun, and I can't wait. So we'll see you guys next time on the Stoney Ridge Farm. Okay?
Have a good night.
Hope you enjoyed seeing Mrs. Stoney Ridge.
It was fun.
Yep. She's not your woman, boy. I'll tell you right now. I'll come right
Taken.
through.
Sorry.
Taken. Yeah. I'm taken. Sorry. I'm not going to be your woman.
Y'all have a good night.
Good night. See y'all. Woo! Thank you all for so much for the super chats too, by the way. That's a huge help. I mean, a huge help. Thank you all so very much. Thank you for being fans. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge. Say it. Give them the woo.
Woo!
Woo!